in 2014 when a Korean hacked the computer of Sony Picture and published an email. There was an uproar in Hollywood. In this email, an actor was said to be responsible for the failure of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, and that actor was none of other than Andrew Garfield. How can a good actor like Andrew fill such a big role? Is this true, or behind it dirty politics of Sony Picture, and why even after 10 years the Amazing Spider-Man theory is not there? So let's start. It all started after Spider-Man 3 in 2007. In early 2007, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was very popular, so Sony Pictures thought of making a new Spider-Man film series, but they wanted the Spider-Man this time to be witty, energetic and funny. So this Sony started the process of auditions. For this role, many big Hollywood actors gave auditions, but Andrew Garfield gave his audition so well that they selected him. And after that, when The Amazing Spider-Man was released in 2012, Andrew got a lot of fame. While many people like Andrew's comedy and his chemistry with Gwen, on the other hand, some people did not like the tone of this movie as much as Tobey Maguire's version. But Andrew's Spider-Man was funny, witty and resembled comic Spider-Man enough, so people will be crazy about him and all the haters' mouth shut. But Sony real dirty politics started after that. After the success of The Amazing Spider-Man 1, Sony thought of making its sequel, and because of this, Andrew's whole career fall into danger. When the shooting of Amazing Spider-Man 2 started, Sony Pictures started to interfere in it. Andrew and director of the film tried to raise their voice against it, but no one listened to them. At that time, Andrew had a huge responsibility that he had to perform better than Tobey Maguire. But due to Sony's repeated interference, this movie could not perform well. Because of Andrew's acting and his chemistry with Gwen, the movie was okay to some extent. The biggest reason for this movie was its overcrowded plot, repeatedly adding new villains in the film and not paying attention to the story of Spider-Man, due to which the film could not go as expected. But Andrew had to pay the biggest price. In an interview, Andrew told how due to interference of Sony, the development of villain was emphasized in the film and the story of Spider-Man was not concluded. Andrew said that I wanted to serve the story of Spider-Man in a good way, but could not do it due to the pressure of makers. Since then, tension has arisen between Andrew and Sony, and controversy became very popular in 2014. During the 2014 World Cup, Sony people thought about making the third part of The Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew's comeback was confirmed in this movie. The head of Sony invited Andrew in the last event of the World Cup. Actually, he wanted to make the announcement of Spider-Man 3, but Andrew said that he was sick and he did not come to this event. Sony executive did not like this and considered it as disrespectful. After that, the tension between Andrew and Sony grew after this incident. Sony decided to reboot Spider-Man. At that time, there was talk of firing Andrew, but at the end of 2014, when a Korean hacker leaked the data of Sony Pictures, which contained some email in which the head of Sony was talking about replacing Andrew. When the dirty politics in Sony Pictures from these emails came to the public, those people were very angry. To avoid these hates, Sony dropped the plan of Spider-Man 3. After that, Sony gave the responsibility of Spider-Man to Marvel, and The Amazing Spider-Man 3 could not be made till today. But Marvel know Andrew acting and hard work. That's why we say Andrew again in Spider-Man No Way Home. I hope Marvel will cast Andrew Garfield again and make The Amazing Spider-Man 3. Tell me what you think in the comments, and if the video is informative, then like and subscribe and comment the name of your favorite Spider-Man.